Hi students, so we have day 2 of the Alum lab, and hopefully you have some crystals. Some of you may and some of you may not. So what we're going to do is we have to get the crystals, get them dry, and find the mass so then we can finish the calculations. Now the crystals we call alum, not aluminum. Students were getting confused. So we have Al for aluminum, which is we started with aluminum foil, and we end up with the crystals, which we call alum. You are going to have your filter flask. Make sure it's secure. Make sure the flask is secure before you put the vacuum hose on, because it could fall over. So put the vacuum hose on. It doesn't have to go all the way on, just make sure it's on nice and snug. Then you have your funnel. Put your funnel on. You will need filter paper in the funnel. Find your beaker. Hopefully you have some nice crystals in the liquid, so you can pour them in the funnel and then gently knock the crystals out. Some of you may not have crystals in a liquid. You might just have something that doesn't look like crystals, a solid stuck in there, so try to get that out. You can also gently pick up the crystals if you want. So get everything in the funnel, turn on the vacuum, take about 1 pipette full of ethanol and gently just put it all over the crystal. Make sure you tightly put the lid on the ethanol. There's probably only 1 or 2 bottles for the whole class, so make it visible so other students can find the ethanol. We're going to have to share it. Then, in this order, make sure you turn off the vacuum, undo the hose before you take the funnel off. And then gently knock the crystals, gently put the crystals, you can use the rubber policeman if you want, gently put the crystals onto the watch glass. Now I don't know if I told you or not, but make sure you got the mass of the watch glass before you put the crystals on it, because then the ethanol should evaporate pretty quickly so that your crystals are dry, and then you can get the mass with the crystal and the watch glass. So the way you get the mass of the crystals is you subtract the mass of the crystal and the watch glass minus the mass of the watch glass with no crystals. So again, make sure you got the mass of the watch glass before you began. And then you can, if your crystals aren't pretty, you can just put them in the garbage. If you've got some real nice crystals, I might want to keep them. The filter paper can go in the garbage. And please clean everything out real well. Students ask me, well, how do I clean it? It's nice if you use a little bit of soap and water and rinse them real well, and then put the equipment back where you found it. So I hope you enjoy the lab.